Yes, certainly. The budget amounts to, like you said, 1.3 billion, and it's split between the capital budget, which stands at 632 million, and the operating budget standing at 616 million. So this financial year, as you mentioned, this budget forms part of our last stretch of our current strategic plan, which runs from 2021 to 2026, and it really is a reflection of our continued focus on infrastructure, land development, and service delivery.
Yeah. Now, Anita, like many other towns in the region, Walvis Bay, we are sure that Walvis Bay also faces a high demand on land. How does this budget address that issue?
So, as part of the capital budget, 43% of the capital budget has been allocated to land development projects. And this includes some investments at Farm 37, where we currently have 150 residents already relocated. And there we'll have services like water, oxidation ponds to support sanitation, and eventually prepaid water meters. And then we also have Extension 8 in Naravo, which is projected to yield 225 urban, of which 194 will be residential. And then as well as, we shouldn't forget our industrial urbans, which are at Extension 9. So there will be a light industrial plots and a mixed use zone. And then as well as we have land servicing for ultra-low income earners, which includes our Sheikh Dwellers Federation, as well as other projects similar to that. And this demonstrates Council's ongoing commitment to, availing affordable housing, job creation, and obviously structured urban expansion.
Mm. Can you tell us how is the municipality planning to fund its operations this year?
So when it comes to our operating budget, that stands at 660 million, and this budget is largely funded through municipal services like water, refuse removal, property taxes, and sanitation. And also, 79% of our revenue comes from these sources. And to supplement this income, we also have obviously land development projects. We will harness land development projects to ensure that we also get land sales. So having said that, I really want to emphasize that we deeply appreciate the responsible residents who pay on time, because Walvis Bay Municipality remains one of the very few local authorities that has very minimal debt or no unpaid annual obligations to service providers such as NAM Water.
Yeah. Now, will residents be affected by any increases in municipal service fees?
Yes. The increase in service fees amounts to 3%. Although we must mention that we have taken a very cautious and balanced approach, because although the national inflation rate stands at 5%, the municipality has implemented that modest average increase of only 3% across all major services, including water sales, sanitation services, and all the other utilities. So we aim to maintain the financial sustainability without overburdening residents, especially considering the current rough economic climate.
Yeah. Now, Anita, residents have been complaining or raised concerns about service delivery. What steps are being taken to improve things on the ground?
Definitely. So, we really do acknowledge these concerns, and service delivery has affected, it's actually affected by a combination of complex factors, including aging infrastructure, a rapidly growing population, which places an increased demand on municipal systems, and an absence of a substantive CEO for quite some years. However, we now have a substantive CEO who's at the helm of the municipality, Ms. Victoria Nelago Kapenda, and she was appointed in September last year. So we are confident in improved execution, especially with capital projects. Her leadership obviously brings fresh energy and experience to our service mandate. And as a council, we really appeal to the public for continued patience, and understanding as we work to address these challenges. Many of these issues, particularly those related to infrastructure and waste management, require long-term investment, and some coordinated efforts. So we really once again reassure residents that all the issues, that they might be experiencing right now, they are being attended to fully, and we really appeal for patience, and we ensure that they will see results soon.
And finally, Anita, what is your message to the residents of Walvis Bay as we head into this new financial year?
Yes. Once again, this budget is really a recommitment for improved service delivery. We really want to prove to the residents that we are doing the best that we can, and hopefully we'll execute these projects. And once again, while these projects are implementable in a one-year period, they might continue longer because these are actually huge projects. But then again, we'd like to thank residents for their patience and continued engagement. The budget is about renewal, accountability, and better service delivery. And we invite the residents, at their own time to really visit our offices and peruse the full budget once it's approved at ministerial level. So that will be around, hopefully, by sometime in July. So this also allows residents to continue holding us as a council accountable as we implement these plans for a better Walvis Bay for all.